In the previous episode, we officially usurped Taial from Sturgio, started claims on the entire boyardom of Taial, fought a series of battles trying to take Sibir while we were outnumbered but still managed to win, and we started a claim on Sibir. I'm a little hesitant to leave the area because we just conquered this, but I'm kind of tempted to go back. Alright, how's the food situation? So Sibir's doing good, Taial's doing good, Urikskala, everybody's doing good. Nobody's losing food now, nobody's starving. That's what I like to hear. Now, domain limit, we're now 9.75 out of 4. So we're way over the limit. And our stability, 89... Yeah, I don't know. That seems like it should be a bad thing. But 89.9 stability sounds like it's really high. It just seems like it should be a lot lower than that. I don't know, did we break the game? Maybe we broke the game. Or the mod, rather. Okay, well, again, there doesn't seem to be any downside to doing this. To having a bunch of land, so I think we're just going to keep conquering. Now, what do we have? We're pretty close to our unit limit. We can recruit a few more, and we can upgrade some. I think this might still be enough based on the results of that last. But instead, this time we're not going to do anything but just immediately charge. Now they are building. What are they building? They have 1 catapult. They'll have 2 catapults, I think, by the time this is done. Yeah, 2. So that's fine. All right, we're just going to immediately assault. Now Exeturn just gained a level. Let's go ahead and slide over to him. Let's see what you got. Exeturn, so he's probably not using the polearm too much, so I think we're going to swap him out with one of the Frey's fingers. He's got really good two-handed. So they're both 40 cut damage here, 41 cut damage actually. The masterwork seems to be lower stats. Better handling though, handling is really important. So let's go ahead and grab, yeah, let's give him a two-hander. Look at that thing, it is a beast. But it doesn't look too big like a cartoon. It's not like a cartoon axe, it's like a legit Dane axe. Alright, Exeturn, make us proud. Here we go. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. So this is almost an even battle because they have 879 troops. Where did they get all these troops from? I did not see that. And it looks like a lot of them are going to be noble troops and garrison. They have 26 days of food. You know what we should probably do is back out actually and let some of these... Let's wait for some of these guys to leave. That's a lot. Man, how did they get so many people? Yeah, see, there's 50 that just left. They look like they might want to try and gang up. This might take a while, so let's go for some food. Let's buy all the food here. Alright, we'll give them a day to get out of their own town. Or they will go down with the flames. Alright, let's go back. Oh, interesting. So they have... Yep, they're sieging us. Okay. Well, for sure we're going to defend it. We're not going to let it go to a siege. The militia of Sibir, 647. That's pretty good. But they are militia, so, you know, I don't know what the ratio you need for that, but... It's definitely not 1-to-1 or even 2-to-1. It's probably more like 5 or 6-to-1. All right, let's assault the siege camp. Pretty even battle. We do have a little bit edge on the balance power. Now, this time we are going to split into 2 groups. We're a bit outnumbered, and I'm kind of curious if we can pull any fancy maneuvers here. Let's check out the terrain. I feel like doing something on one of these, maybe a choke point. Look at this hill. Ooh, that is a nasty hill. Unfortunately, you can't go too far up it, though. Yeah, that's a shame. There's a little bit of a hill back here as well. It's not anything too crazy, but we could probably take this hill. I think we'll go for this. 1 infantry group, 2 infantry groups. We'll get our archers and all of our cavalry.
Forward! Infantry!
And of course it shuffles them again. Why do you keep doing that, game? You are just driving me nuts. Alright, so we want to slide over another like 30 or so. Sorry, more than that. Alright, 1 group here, 1 group here. Archers stay somewhere in the middle. We'll get it sorted out eventually. But for now, we got bigger things to focus on here. Here we go. So now they're pretty much even. Alright, let's get these guys at the top of the hill. We want to keep them in shield wall. So these guys should be good to go. Alright, we want out of this formation. Please let us out. What are you guys doing? Alright, here we go. Don't trap your commander. Actually, you know what? Let's reform that because they seem to be doing something stupid. Alright, shield wall. Again, we're going to take the height with the meeting point of this little rock. And if they only attack on one front, we're going to do what's called the closed door. This is something that was actually used in the Civil War. At the Battle of Gettysburg. So we're gonna try that same maneuver here. It's basically like a door closing. But first we gotta get these guys to attack. And they're not wanting to attack right now. Let's get our archers set up.
Move!
Actually, I think they need a little wider.
Forward!
There we go.
Move
And these horse archers
cavalry!
are really annoying us. We're not really... You know, we killed 2 of them, actually.
Everyone, archers, riders, follow me!
Ranging guard, assemble. Get these punks out of here. Oh yeah, come off the hill. Smack them. Take them out. Run into a tree. This guy's not... That guy's not going anywhere. Or are they running into our wall? Look at that. That is a very intimidating place to attack. I would not want to be these guys. Alright, their cav are coming in on us. Let's back it up. We do need to adjust the shield wall a little bit. It looks a little funky. Alright, they're turning. Let's hit them while they turn. That's fine. We'll get a couple more on the way back. There we go.
Infantry!
Shield wall, let's get you actually on the rock.
Forward!
There we go. We don't want them squeezing in there. No flanks allowed. Alright, here come their cav again.
Archers!
Now our archers are expending a lot of ammunition on this.
Hold
Let's go ahead and
fire!
have them hold fire. They don't seem to want to come up here. My understanding is this was actually pretty common in the medieval times. Most people did not want to engage in battle. A lot of battles were about puffing your chest up and getting the other guys to run.
Infantry!
Let's see if we can get a nice line here. There's a pretty big gap. All right, all the way to the wall, please. Thank you. All right, the archers are starting to pick us a little bit. I don't know if they're doing any damage, but they are hitting us. And their cav are going to want to engage. Let's go ahead and circle around. 500 damage. Alright, get this guy, get this guy. Oh, he crashed into himself. Or into his own team, I mean. Ooh, good chamber block. Wow. You little savage. But I think that was a mistake. I don't think he meant to chamber block. Oh yeah, get out of here. Oh. He tried to jump on the horse, and I think the animation had him get up on the horse, but then we killed him, so he did like a backflip to get off. That was hilarious. Alright, here we go. They're stuck. They got nowhere to go. They're gonna get completely stomped. Don't let them out. Everyone goes down. Don't let a single one out. Oh man, they just get stomped. Look at that. That whole wing, or whatever you want to call it, cavalry is gone. Ooh. Oh, so we lost.
Everyone!
We lost one.
Horsemen!
Okay, we only lost one. That's fine. Thor Odinson just went down. Alright, they got more cav. They're splitting their cav in half. They're gonna bring half over here. We will give them a nice warm greeting. Let's back up a little bit. I want to try something. Alright, we lost somebody. Interesting. While we're retreating. Alright, let's back up. I'm gonna try something here. Alright, we're gonna try and lay an ambush for these guys. Now, if we can pull it off without having the ranging guard follow us, that would be even better.
Cavalry!
We can have them hold
Forward!
this flank so the infantry don't get flanked. Alright, here we go. Come get some. Make jokes about their mom.
Infantry forward! Soldiers!
What are you doing?
Form a shield
Shield wall, what are you guys doing? I didn't tell you to move. Alright, that didn't work.
Infantry!
Yeah, they're still not coming off the hill.
Move!
Oh, yep, here they come. Alright. Have fun with that shield wall. Alright, only the front row gets in there though. Doesn't look like the rest of them go. Alright, let's run through them, give them a few smacks, see if we can get them to chase us again. Okay, go charge our shield wall. Smart move. This guy does not want to give up. Man, he's tough. I wish our cavalry was better at taking out other cavalry. It just seems like they kind of run by each other. And then once in a while they get stuck and then they'll start attacking each other, but for the most part it's just kind of a waste. I think, yeah, they just ran into our wall. Look at that. They just got smacked. Oh, good couch lance. I tried to dodge it, but he moved his lance to the other side of the horse right at the last second. There we go. Oh man, that was close. We were trading shots. Alright, here we go. Not this time, buddy. Alright, they're splitting their cav again. I don't think we need to do any more. We pretty much decimated their cav. Alright, now what we need to do, let's get... Again, we'll get our infantry back up the hill. We'll have them hold that side of the rock formation. Alright, let's go with the one-handed mace, just so we can have our shield out. We'll switch to the two-handed mace once we get to the archer line. Let's run through the cav one more time, just because it's fun. But main focus here is not the enemy cavalry. Alright, boys. Let's take these archers out, as many as you can. Don't forget to give both sides some love. Oh, here come the cav. Alright, we might lose some people here. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's so much destruction going on right now. Let's get clear out of the danger zone and we'll go back in. Alright, so their enemy cavalry are pretty upset right now. But don't matter. Yeah, we'll keep smacking them. No couch lance for you, dude. Oh man, Ilya and Mortimet's went down, so we're starting to lose some people. We gotta be careful here. Alright, let's peel off to the outside so that they don't accidentally run through the infantry lines. And they're not reacting still. They are sending their cavalry to countercharge. Yep, here comes another one. And the cavalry is actually kind of effective. I feel like most of our cav have been lost from their cavalry, not anything else. I don't think the archers are really shooting us much. Let's actually just go a little bit slower. We don't need to rush through since we're smacking people. Oh boy. Okay, our horses get kind of low actually. Right there, are these... Oh boy, I don't know what's hitting us. Yeah, let's take the horse archers out too. These guys are just sitting ducks. Alright, back out, back out, back out. We don't want to stay too long at any one spot. We gotta keep moving. Alright, we're down to 20, so we've lost 4 people actually. Alright, they are attacking, it looks like. Alright, let's back out. Let's save our firepower for later in case we need it. Looks like we're gonna have to fight these guys again. Okay, well, we took 3 out. Hopefully they take another one out. All right, so this is the test. 210 high tier infantry versus our 127. We need that line to hold, and then we're gonna swing around with these guys. Let's go ahead. Archers can shoot again. Let's go and let them. Yep, they're going for it. They're committing to that one. This is beautiful. All right, we're gonna swing. We're gonna swing the door around and close it on them. All right, Cav, just get out of my way. We got important things going on here. All right, these guys need to go line formation so they're not walking. Yeah, so far it's a pretty even battle. All right, the door is officially shutting. We are swinging it closed. All right, swing, boys, swing, swing. Move a little closer. And the door has shut. Get in there. Do your thing. Alright, both sides charge. Don't let anybody out. Do this archers real quick. Alright, let's see how well they're doing. Alright, we'll let the ranging guard get in here and they'll pick up some of the scraps. But they are getting smashed. Oh boy, here comes the guys that were going after the archers, so they're going to be completely shut in now. They have nowhere to go. All right, a little bit of a gap here actually. Oh, here comes the ranging guards. Oh man, that tiny little gap, they're charging it. It's like no mercy. Alright, well, when in Rome. Get behind them. Swinging our mace around here. See if we can break their will. Okay, they're picking us apart a little bit. Let's get out. That was not a good idea. It was fun though. Alright, Ragnvald went down, Sved went down. Yeah, we're starting to lose some people. We should have just held them in reserve. Alright, let's hold. You guys stay in reserve, stay out of danger. Alright, there's a gap. There, yeah, we tried to completely surround them, but it looks like there's a small gap they're filtering out of. That worked really well though. That was a really good flank. Because they outnumbered us 2-1, just about on the infantry. For our first group anyways. But then when we swing the second one around the backside, they didn't really have an answer for it. Oh, no, our horse went down. I guess the horse does take damage. They take charge damage. Wow, only 38 got out of there. Yeah, so we killed most of them. Alright, damage report. No deaths from our companions. Looks like we only lost 7 people. Yeah, very, very good. 92 kills. The vast majority of that was cavalry too, so we put in some work against their cav. Alright, what about you? -5 relations? Well, not any longer. Yeah, a lot of these people we've seen before, but we'll take a little more relations. Boyard of Dunglanis, interesting. So you own Dunglanis, huh? Alright, so we improved relations with Gorgi. I think that's the guy that is managing this place. No? Maybe not. Well, either way, we need to heal up. Let's get rid of prisoners. Oh, you know what? Let's actually fill up our prison. Actually, quite a bit of prisoners here. But we really only want to fill it up with these, not nobles, but the companions. Let's do that. Yeah, we don't want them having access to these guys for a little while. We're at war with them. Alright, so 20. They're missing out on 20 companions. That's a lot. And garrison, we've got a few people we can donate back. We're not going to be keeping these guys in our party. Now let's go ahead and sell back the rest. Yeah, we've been donating them as slaves, but I don't even know if it makes a difference because I haven't really noticed anything. So we'll see. All right, 148 grand for that battle. But yeah, again, I think money is probably not so much of an issue with this mod set, especially once you own a decent town like this town. They're really putting off a lot of cash. We're making 33 grand a day now. Yikes. Oh yeah, we can recruit. Let's do that. We'll go over the limit and then we'll just donate the cavalry to the garrison. So we don't want to use a cav. Don't need them. They will strengthen the garrison quite a bit because these guys have the two-handed axe, right? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, that's the Otoroki. I'm pretty sure I fought against some. Oh, you know what? Different sets. Yep, there it is. Heavy Executioner's Axe. Okay, I'm not crazy. Let's heal up a little bit. We've got a couple things to do here on our leveling. So main character Harold's got 150 leadership. We got to pick a perk. Now, I don't know if bandits even convert into regular troops on this one. And even if they do, I don't really think I care. So increase morale gain from victories by 20%. That's really not a concern, and we were already at 100. I don't know if that's going to help much. Increase garrison size. Well, we can't be governor, so it's really between bandits or morale. At least we'll use the morale. The other one I don't think we'll ever use. It's a really good perk though, just maybe not for this campaign. Helga hit 225 on medicine. Now, personal she can use, surgeon she can use, but not party leader. So increase max health of other heroes in your party. That would have been really good on our main character, but obviously we didn't go that route. It does increase her health, and then hero death chance in battle is 50% less. So this is the obvious one because we have a lot of these guys. We really don't want to lose. We have had pretty good luck. I mean, we had really bad luck with Bjorn. Bjorn the first died in the first battle, but we haven't really had anybody die on us since then. So let's cut that chance down even further, considering I've spent, I don't know, 40-50 hours already on this campaign building these people up, so that would be kind of a waste of time, but it is a risk. So let's go ahead and boost up vigor a little more. We'll put another point into two-handed as well because she's got all the other ones in good shape. All right, for sure, let's heal up so we can get back to work. We should have just about everybody healed up. Yeah, everybody's in good shape. Let's go ahead and upgrade, and we've got room for a few more. Let's at least take the archers. What do we have in tier 3? I don't know where we have these guys actually. He's not supposed to be here. Get out of here. All right, let's head back down. And actually, can we recruit anybody? Oh, that guy's trying to raid. That is absolutely unacceptable. All right, we don't have a ton more space, but I think we can probably cap out. Yeah, and then there's still people down here, but we can't fit them. We're maxed. It was a big mistake, buddy. We get out? No, he's gonna get out. Okay, so Radagos left. How many people here? 677. 676. We can handle that. Yeah, it's a lot better than 800. Now they're building ballista. That's gonna be a little painful. Yeah, let's just deal with it. We gotta take risks at some point. All right, let's go before that. Okay, my pause button is not working. I'm smashing it. It's not working. We're gonna use that to redo. Besiege. Yeah, we got Onager this time. That's nice. Okay, my pause is working now. That's kind of weird. Right, they want to fight us. They think they got better odds here. Was that 200, 350? So they're about even odds, or even power. We're definitely fighting this one. Well, here we go, our first real test. Now, fighting this heavily outnumbered, especially when they have that many cav, is probably a bad idea in the open field. And they are really close, so we don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver. But fortunately, there's some mountainous region back here. I think we can probably try and take advantage of that. Question is, do we try and hold like a slim pass? Do we hold a little plateau like this? I don't know. This is a tough one. There's a lot of good options here though. That's the good thing. Yeah, I don't think staying on this side's a good idea. I think we got to go somewhere back here. I really like this stair step like this. This would be really hard for them to assault. I have an idea. All right, let me get this set up and then we'll talk. Right, so we have a little bit of time before they reach us. Let's go ahead and get everybody set up. All right, let's get our cav out of the way. They're going to send horse archers probably on that side anyway, so we'll get them in position. Let's get our archers on this ridge. We're going to set up a little bit of a kill zone here. Let's go shield wall. Group 1. Let's get them spread out. Nice. We have decent coverage. Let's hold fire for now. Shield wall with number 2. Their line ends right there. So let's start shield wall 2 right here. Get a nice little angle. We'll be at a little bit of a disadvantage at that point where that arrow comes. Right, so we are starting to take some shots on our cav. Let's move them back a little bit. Oh, Exeturn got a kill, so they're actually doing something. That's good. Let's get the archers set up. What I'm hoping for is their archers don't really have a good spot, but our archers do, because their archers are going to be down the hill. So, oh yeah, we're getting pelted here. Let's go deal some damage. Let's just have follow for now. We still have some time before the lines meet. We can hopefully get some damage on these guys. Alright, here we go. Here comes their real cav. Let's back up. They gonna hit us? Yeah, I think they're gonna connect. That's fine. Yeah, look at how imposing this is. They're gonna have a tough time getting up here. And then by the time they do, they're gonna get pelted by arrows on the way up. I kind of like the setup of here that we've got, but I don't know. It's hard to say. We gotta see. It's gonna be a tough one. We may lose everything here. Let's spread our archers out a little bit wider. They may be a little more on the front side of the hill. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the archer. Well, let's wait till the lines meet. I don't want to waste ammunition for 150 meter shots, and it's just not going to do any damage. Now, where are okay, the horse archers are back there. Interesting. Alright, here they come. Alright, let's scoop around the side. See if we can hit them as they crash in. Yeah, here we go. Let's try and cut these guys off. Yeah, they're going to be completely stuck. So they're stuck on a downhill. Oh, this is a disaster for them. They ran right into our shield wall. Although this is not really the best for us because we're kind of stuck as well. So let's actually pull everybody back. Put some more damage in on their horse archers or whatever these are. I think these are actually their cav. Yeah, many hits as we can. Alright, still focus on blocking. We're gonna need to conserve as much health as we can. Alright, we forgot to let the archers shoot. Let's go ahead and let them start shooting. Alright, main thing we're trying to do with our cav is tie up their cav. Don't really care too much about getting all the kills. We'll deal with that later, but we just need to make sure they're not free roaming our back line. And it seems like we're doing a pretty good job at that. And their front line's not really doing much here. I see a lot of green, not a whole lot of red, so we can hold this position. They can't. They're on a bit of a time crunch because I feel like we've got better local superiority, even though they have way more numbers than we do. They can't get them all to bear. All right, let's get a little more action here. Scaring these guys off. There we go. Oh man, he's tough. It's tough to hit on these hills. Alright, they are getting a few cav into our back lines, but that's not that big of a deal, I think. We don't want that guy getting back on a horse. Alright, so again, we're still doing okay. What do our lines look like? 130, 131, 137. We're okay on numbers. We're not losing that fight. So we're just gonna hold. And then we'll check, we need to check ammunition. Yeah, archer ammunition's still good. We're at 75% roughly. So we're good there. If we can hold this, we can attrition them down, I think. Oh, somebody take this guy out, please. Alright, you know what we're gonna do, actually? Alright, get out of here, ranging guard. You're stuffing up the area. We need these guys to clear out. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to actually swing around. So let's start the formation right here, and let's swing them around like this. Because this side of our infantry are not necessarily meeting up with them. Wait, what happened here? Did I use the wrong one? No, I don't know why the archers are going off their line. You idiots. You idiot. Alright, so we're gonna do that same door motion. And these guys need to seriously go do something. Come on, guys. Come on, Varangians. Go make yourself useful. Alright, here we go. Door's closing in on them. Alright, let's swing the door a little more. Actually, we can go more aggressive on this one. We've got a really good, I think we've got a really good spot here. And I'm gonna send the Varangian guards back to go harass their archers. I feel like they're in a good enough spot. We can put them up on the hill and have them come off the hill. Alright, so that side looks like it's holding. Maybe not winning, but this side for sure is winning. So as long as we hold on one side and win on the other, we're in very good shape. Alright, get back there, Varangian guards. Let's get them back there. Oh, we're taking some shots. And we're gonna have these guys charge. Alright, Varangians charge. Oh, this is turning into an absolute massacre. Look at this. Alright, they are still trying to push to meet that line. We could get down and try and help. I don't know if it's necessary. What are we looking at? 118, 115, so we lost about 20 from each, so 40 total. We can probably get a little bit of help in here on the flank. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for us to do it on horseback. Let's just do it. Let's go dismounted. The Varangians are in good shape. Oh man, so many blocks. So we can hit the guys that aren't defending. There we go. Draw them out. So these guys are going after our cab. Alright, we still gotta get some blocks in. We can't just tank everything, so. Alright, 2v1 is tough. There we go. There we go. Get out of my face. Alright, so we are getting flanked here. This is not good. Let's get some flank hits, but they are engaged, so they're not going to see what's hitting them. Should be some easy kills here. And again, we're doing a lot of morale damage. Oh, there's body. There's bodies. Jeez. We just launched that guy down the hill. Alright, there's just bodies everywhere. Alright, he's starting to turn. Let's go back to this side. We don't want them to defend. And if they're retreating, that's fine. I feel like we're going to get more value out of killing the guys that are hitting our guys. We'll probably have to fight a second battle here. They're retreating. Oh, they got reinforcements coming. We're getting enveloped. Kill the coward. Alright, we're going to give everybody the charge command. And these guys are low armor, so we're going to switch to the spear. I feel like we're going to do better. We'll have more range, and we have a shield ready. Alright, these guys are all retreating, so we probably don't need to focus on them, but I think we're at that point in the battle where we got this one locked down. I don't think we can lose this. We want to try and avoid fighting a second battle, so let's kill as many as we can. Yeah. Oh man, that was tough. Look at that. We lost a lot of people. A lot of Varangian guards went down. We've only got 15 left, although some of them might have just been dismounted and they might be mixed in with the cavalry, so we'll have to see. All right, let's go line formation so they're not going at a snail's pace. Varangian guards are still going in there. Oh, we just lost Ulf. Yeah, they're starting to get picked off a little bit. Oh, that's not our guy. Oops. All right, we're getting surrounded a little bit. Alright, here we go, here we go. You shoot all you want, but you ain't gonna survive. Oh, that guy, he's got a blue shield. I guess he lost his and he picked somebody else's up. Man, what a battle that was. Yeah, we'll check the stats at the end. I don't want to spoil anything. Man, is that all that's left? We got a lot to be proud of this day. That was a hell of a fight. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Did everybody survive? Yep, no deaths. Oh man, that was close. Okay, so we did 54. We probably could have done a lot more, but I feel like a battle like this, we needed to lead our troops more than we needed to go in and do our own thing, so. Decent kills here. Hans got 8. A couple other people are in the 5 and 4 range, but overall, I think they were mostly harassing people and distracting, which is good. And some of those kills might have been the high-tier cav, which is really good. Let's see how our archers did. Our archers did actually quite well. The Luchniki, so 39 and 56, considering they only had, you know, I think there was 50. We started with 50 archers, and then 20. Yeah, the Rutnik and the Vajki Rutnik, 271 kills. Man, that's a good. Yeah, we lost 25 total, so 95 injuries, so we can recover from this, and I think we can continue and finish the siege. Oh man, that is a relief, because I was pretty concerned. Boyar of Tayal, you are definitely not the Boyar of Tayal, because we usurped that. So you are an imposter now. Oh no, that's us. I'm reading my own name. What the heck? Alright, where's their name? I wish it told us what their name was. Okay, I'm an idiot. We all know that. Alright, we'll let him go. We're gonna let everybody go. And there's so many prisoners here. Like, they're all the companions. Everybody's companions are now prisoners. Look at that, a whole page. Let's take all the prisoners that they have, and we're still in the siege, so we can't exactly load up on these because we haven't assaulted yet. That was just a field battle. We can take, let's see, we can upgrade and we can take a few. Let's convert whatever we can because we are not quite at max. And for sure, we're going to upgrade everybody. We're not waiting for anything. We need max that we can get. And loot-wise, we got a fine northern helmet. That's pretty good. Not as good as ours, but yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Chain barding. We should see some upgrades. Yeah, helmets, boots. Very nice. And for sure, we're continuing this siege. There's no way we're giving up on this. Look at that. Yeah, balance of power is way in our favor. And they only had 2 small groups survive. I don't think that guy was in it. I think it's just these 2. Or maybe they weren't even in it. Maybe we captured everybody. What in the world? Oh boy, I did not see that. We have to deal with that 759. We got to finish the siege camp. They're coming right for us, aren't they? Oh man, it's so close. I don't think we can finish this siege camp in time. Let's see. Hopefully it's going to be down to the wire. Literally down to the wire. Look at this.